What is the scariest Nintendo game of all time? Is it one of the murder mystery Famicom Detective Club games? Or one of the older Nintendo games infamous for their creepy and uncanny feelings? Like Mario 64's Wet Dry World's unsettling skybox? Or the bleak atmosphere present throughout games like Majora's Mask? Or maybe it's the topic of this video, Pokemon. Well, today we're going to talk about some of the stories and fan theories that surround Pokemon and some of its infamous locations and events, such as Lavender Town. Lavender Town is located to the east of the Kanto region, with 3 paths of entry into the town. The town features a few houses, a Pokemon Center, a Pokemart, and the main cause of the gloomy atmosphere, the Pokemon Tower. The tower is a multi-story graveyard. And yeah, I'm not really sure how you bury bodies in the ceiling, but anyway. Where people go to pay their respects to Pokemon that have passed on into the next world, with many wild ghost Pokemon and Cubones inhabiting the area. The story goes that prior to the player's arrival in Lavender Town, Team Rocket invaded the Pokemon Tower in an attempt to steal the skulls of the Cubones so that they could sell them on the black market for high profits. However, during their attempt, one Marowak bravely defended her child, enabling their escape, but unfortunately sacrificing her life in the process. The ghost of this Marowak then proceeds to defend the Pokemon Tower's top floor from all intruders until the player is able to identify her using the Self Scope. In the Let's Go games, the player is able to reunite the Cubone with its mother before she departs to the afterlife, in probably one of the most simultaneously heartwarming and heartbreaking scenes in any video game, let alone Pokemon. Yet, this isn't the only sad story surrounding Lavender Town and the death of a Pokemon. One popular fan theory around Lavender Town that you may also have heard on the internet is that in the original games, Red, whether intentionally or unintentionally, kills Blue's Raticate. Prior to arriving in Lavender Town, Red and Blue have a battle on the SS Anne, in which Blue uses his Raticate. Only for, at the next encounter with Blue, at the Pokemon Tower, the literal Pokemon Cemetery, him not to have the Raticate anymore, despite only having 5 Pokemon in his party. Throughout the rest of the game, every time Blue is encountered, he will never have that Raticate with him again either. Also, when you meet him at the Pokemon Tower, he asks the player, "What brings you here? Your Pokemon don't look dead," implying that one of his Pokemon has died, and thus explaining us meeting him there in the first place. However, as other Pokemon fans have pointed out, Blue may have simply boxed his Raticate in order to free up space in his party to catch new Pokemon. But what do you think? Is Lavender Town really this eerie, uncanny place full of nightmare fuel and macabre stories of Pokemon's death? Or is it simply a misunderstood remote town where Pokemon trainers can bury and pay respects to their cherished Pokemon in order for them finally to be at peace? So, if you liked the video, please leave a like and a comment, and if you want more gaming or media content, don't forget to subscribe.